Okay, picture this. It's 2024. The CEO of Klarna, one of the biggest financial tech companies in the world, goes on stage and announces something incredible. They just replaced 700 customer service employees with AI. The AI was handling the same workload as all those humans, faster, cheaper, and without breaks. The headlines went crazy. Tech Twitter exploded. Everyone said this is the beginning of the end for human jobs. Fast forward to 2026. Klarna is quietly hiring those same customer service roles back. Why? Because the AI couldn't handle the hard stuff. Damaged orders, frustrated customers, complex complaints. Quality dropped. Customers revolted, and Klarna had no choice but to bring humans back in. And that, right there, is the story we're telling today on the AI with Arun Show. The question everyone thought was settled, will AI replace human workers, is actually way more complicated than the headlines told you. Let's get into it. Let me hit you with 3 numbers from 2026 research that will completely flip how you've been thinking about this. 55%. That's the share of employers who, according to Forrester Research's 2026 Future of Work report, now regret laying off workers because of AI. More than half. That's not a rounding error. That's a majority of companies saying, we made a mistake. $7 million. That's how much the average large company is spending on AI tools every single month in 2026. Not a year, a month. That's up 5 times from just 2 years ago. And 50%. Forrester's exact prediction. Half of all AI-attributed layoffs will be quietly reversed within 12 months. Quietly, meaning no press release, no announcement, no admission. Just a new job posting for a role that looks a lot like the one that was just cut. The AI revolution is real. But the version being sold to the public, where AI swoops in, replaces everyone, and saves companies millions, that version is not matching reality in 2026. And today, we're going to show you the receipts. Here's what's actually happening inside company finance meetings right now, and it is genuinely wild. Gartner, one of the most respected research firms in the world, says global IT spending will hit $6.31 trillion in 2026. That's up 13.5% in a single year. The biggest driver? AI infrastructure, AI subscriptions, and AI cloud costs. Companies are not spending less because of AI, they are spending dramatically more. The Duke University CFO survey, published in March 2026 and covering 750 chief financial officers across the U.S., projects around 502,000 AI-attributed job cuts in 2026. That sounds scary until you realize that's a 9 times increase from 55,000 cuts in 2025. Companies are cutting faster than they can figure out whether the AI actually works. Here's a real story that went viral in tech circles. Uber's chief technology officer admitted publicly that his engineers had already burned through the company's entire 2026 AI budget just on coding tools. Not halfway through the year. Gone. And one individual developer at Anthropic reportedly spent $150,000 in a single month on AI coding tools. Just one person. That's more than most people's annual salary in 1 month of AI usage. OpenAI, the company building this technology, spent $1.35 for every dollar it earned in 2025. The world's most famous AI company is not profitable. That tells you everything you need to know about where AI economics are right now. All right, here's where it gets genuinely bizarre. And I want to introduce you to a 2026 word you may not have heard yet. Token maxing. First, the paradox. The actual cost per AI response, per word the AI generates, has dropped about 90% since early 2025. That's incredible. It's getting cheaper to run AI. So why are the bills going up? Because people are using it a lot more. Here's a simple way to think about it. Imagine data used to cost $10 per gigabyte, and now it costs $1 per gigabyte. Great, right? Except now people are streaming 4K video all day, every day. Your bill goes up, not down. Same thing is happening with AI. And now enter token maxing. This is a real 2026 workplace trend where companies, including Meta, OpenAI, and Anthropic, started creating internal leaderboards ranking employees by how many AI tokens they use. The most tokens? You're the star. You get badges, titles, even extra token budgets as a bonus. The result? One Meta employee burned through 281 billion tokens in a single month. For reference, that's enough text to fill Wikipedia 33 times. A startup engineer spent $36,000 in tokens over one weekend on projects that never shipped. And research firm Jellyfish studied 7,500 engineers and found the teams with the biggest token budgets produced twice the code volume, at 10 times the cost. And here's the kicker. Code churn, meaning code that was written and then deleted as useless, rose 861% under heavy AI adoption, according to Pharos AI. Volume is not value. Tokens are not productivity, and companies are just now figuring this out. Okay, so this is the part of the video where we bring in the 2026 data that makes the strongest case for humans, and it is devastating for the AI replaces everyone narrative. Number 1, layoff regret is real. Forrester surveyed employers in their 2026 Future of Work report. 55% regret their AI-driven layoffs. That's not 5%, that's 55%. And Klarna is the poster child. They were the case study proving AI works, and now they're the case study proving it doesn't. Number 2, the Rehire Boomerang. A Washington Times investigation in March 2026 found brands including IBM, Salesforce, and Google have already quietly added back workers in roles they previously eliminated. Gartner projects half of all companies that cut for AI will rehire for similar roles by next year. And the most brutal stat? 1 in 3 employers spent more on restaffing than they ever saved from the original layoffs. The math completely reversed. Number 3, AI costs more at scale than advertised. Gartner now predicts that more than 40% of enterprise AI agent projects will be shut down by end of 2027. Not because AI doesn't work, but because the costs spiral, the business value is unclear, and governance breaks down. Number 4, AI is causing burnout, not freedom. UC Berkeley published research in February 2026 in the Harvard Business Review. They studied a real tech firm for 8 months. Conclusion? AI doesn't reduce work, it intensifies it. Workers take on more tasks, work the same hours or more, and burn out faster. One worker they interviewed said exactly this. You don't work less, you just work the same amount or more. 5 and 6. Volume isn't value, and AI washing is rampant. Forrester's January 2026 forecast found that many so-called AI layoffs have no real AI actually ready to replace the work. It's financially motivated cost-cutting dressed up in AI language. Companies announce the layoffs on earnings calls, then quietly scramble to rebuild, often offshore when the AI doesn't perform. Let me walk you through the actual timeline of what happened, because it's a story that nobody is telling cleanly. It starts in 2022 to 2024, when something called LLMflation kicked off. Token prices fell 280 times. DeepSeek, a Chinese AI company, trained a frontier-level AI model for just $6 million. OpenAI spent around $100 million on GPT-4. $6 million versus $100 million. The whole industry realizes you don't need a billion-dollar budget to build powerful AI. Everyone declares human jobs are finished. Then comes early 2025, the mass layoff wave. Over 100,000 tech workers cut, with AI cited in more than half the cases. Block, that's Jack Dorsey's company, cuts 45% of its entire workforce. CEO Jack Dorsey says on camera, AI has made many of these roles unnecessary, and within a year, most companies will reach the same conclusion. Oracle fires 30,000 people via a 6 a.m. email. Klarna replaces 700 customer service staff. The AI revolution feels unstoppable. Then late 2025 hits, and regret sets in. Klarna quietly starts rehiring. 88% of AI agent pilots, according to Forrester and Anaconda's 2026 data, never make it to actual production. They work in the demo, fall apart in the real world. 55% of employers start telling researchers they regret the cuts. Then Q1 2026 brings the token maxing era. Companies panic about AI ROI, internal leaderboards, token budgets as employee perks.
NVIDIA's CEO says out loud that an engineer not spending $250,000 worth of tokens should be alarming to leadership. Uber's budget implodes. And right now, we're in the reckoning. Duke's CFO survey projects 500,000 AI-attributed cuts in 2026. Gartner says 40% of AI projects will be shut down by 2027. And Forrester says half will be quietly rehired anyway. The cycle is completing itself in real time.
Here's the AI with Arun Show take. And I want you to really sit with this because it changes the whole frame. This is not AI versus humans. It's a 3-phase transition, and we're deep inside phase 1. Phase 1, we're calling it the reckoning, 2024 to 2026. This is exactly what we've been describing. The hype collided with the bill. Companies that fired people are quietly bringing them back. CEOs who went on CNBC bragging about AI efficiency are now in board meetings explaining why the AI budget exploded. The layoff announcements made the headlines. The rehiring is happening in silence. Phase 2 is coming, strategic rebalancing, roughly 2026 to 2028. This is where smart companies stop asking AI or human and start asking which tasks for which. Because here's what 2026 data actually shows. For routine, high-volume work, like answering basic customer service tickets, AI genuinely wins. A 2026 analysis by Teneo.ai found AI handles routine customer contacts for 25 to 50 cents each, versus $3 to $6 for a human agent. That's a real, provable saving. But for complex knowledge work, legal judgment, creative direction, relationship management, escalated complaints, humans are still cheaper and better when you factor in all the oversight costs. Phase 3 is the new equilibrium, 2028 and beyond. AI becomes cheaper, more reliable, and genuinely predictable. Human roles shift to supervision, creativity, and high-trust domains. The net impact is transformation, not elimination. But we are nowhere near Phase 3 yet. If you run a business, manage a team, or are just worried about your own career, here are 5 rules built entirely from what 2026 data is actually telling us. Rule 1. Include the rehire cost in your math before you cut. This is the most important one. 1 in 3 employers spent more on restaffing than they saved from the original layoff. You need to count severance, recruitment fees, typically 15 to 20% of salary, offshore management overhead, and the institutional knowledge that walks out the door and never comes back. If you don't run that full calculation before cutting, you're making a decision in the dark. Rule 2. Know specifically where AI wins today. The data's clear. AI saves companies roughly $146,000 a year replacing a DevOps engineer. AI handles routine customer service tickets for 46 cents versus $4.18 for a human. That's a 9x saving at scale. But those numbers only hold for well-defined, repetitive tasks. Complex knowledge work, the oversight costs eat the savings. Know exactly which category each role falls into. Rule 3. Measure output, not token consumption. Token maxing is the new lines of code productivity myth. Remember when companies used to count how many lines of code a developer wrote and called that productivity? This is the same mistake. TechCrunch's analysis in April 2026 is clear. Engineers with the biggest token budgets produced twice the code volume at 10 times the cost. Judge AI by what ships, not by what's consumed. Rule 4. Don't cut roles you haven't actually replaced yet. Forrester calls this AI washing, announcing layoffs under the AI banner when the AI that's supposedly doing the work doesn't exist yet. It's financially driven cuts dressed in futuristic language. The tell? You announce the cut, the AI doesn't perform, you rehire offshore at lower pay 6 months later. The board never sees the full round-trip cost. Rule 5. Invest in your people's AI skills. Don't cut the people, not you. PwC's global workforce survey of 56,000 workers in 2026 found that 70% of employees who actively use AI in their roles report higher job security. McKinsey found knowledge workers save 6.4 hours per week with AI tools. The winning move in 2026 isn't replacing humans with AI. It's making humans 10 times more productive with AI. And the data backs that up completely. Let me close with the story that started everything and where it ended up. Klarna, buy now, pay later fintech giant. In 2024, they told the world their AI was doing the work of 700 customer service agents, processing requests in 2 minutes instead of 11. The CEO was on every podcast, every conference stage. It was the proof point. The AI revolution was here. By 2026, Klarna was quietly rehiring. Not with a press release, not with a headline, just job postings appearing for roles that look familiar. Why? Damaged items, billing disputes, emotionally charged customers at their wits' end. The AI handled the easy 80%, but the hard 20%, the situations that actually matter to whether a customer stays loyal, it couldn't do. Quality scores dropped, customer trust eroded, and the humans had to come back. And this story is not unique to Klarna. It's playing out right now across hundreds of companies. The Washington Times documented it in March 2026. Companies like IBM, Salesforce, and Google quietly adding back workers. Job postings for content writers, customer service agents, software engineers reappearing under slightly different titles. The AI layoff boomerang is real. Forrester's final word on this, from their 2026 Future of Work report, is this. Some organizations moved quickly from AI can assist this work to AI can replace this work, and they are now recalibrating where humans still add critical value. So, will companies hire humans again? They already are. And the lesson isn't that AI failed. The lesson is that companies got ahead of themselves. They cut the human layer before they understood what that layer was actually doing. And now they're paying, literally, to learn that lesson. Thanks for watching the AI with Arun Show. If this changed how you think about AI and jobs, please consider joining us as a member. Please subscribe, like, and share it with one person who needs to hear it. We'll see you in the next one.